It's movie night at the Silver Age Cinema with Billy Madison and Dirty Work. It's two grown men acting like children, one in for school and one in for revenge. But first...
In a world where being rich means never having to grow up, Billy Madison has it all. But when his dad threatens to hand over the family business to someone else, Billy has to prove he's more than a drunken screw-up.
I'll do each grade in 2 weeks, take the test, re-graduate, prove to you I'm not an idiot, and then I get to take over Madison hotels.
Along the way, he'll face spelling bees, dodgeball beatdowns, and a third-grade teacher who just might change his life.
I heard it's retarded or something.
But if Billy wants to earn respect and the company, he'll have to beat the odds, outwit a power-hungry executive, and finally grow up. Proving to everyone, especially himself, that he's more than just a spoiled man-child, even if it means surviving snack time, recess drama, and the ultimate showdown in front of the entire school.
Where's Billy? He's in school, man. Yeah.
Learning is hard. Growing up is harder. Some guys graduate with honors. Billy Madison is not one of those guys.
Back to school. Back to school. Back to school.
Tamara Davis directed Billy Madison after making a name for herself with music video for artists like the Beastie Boys and the NWA. Sandler handpicked her after seeing her video work, making her one of the very few women directors that directed comedies in the 90s. She later went on to direct Half-Baked and Crossroads, two very different cult favorites. Adam Sandler plays Billy Madison. He's this loud, immature rich kid who somehow stays likable. At the time, Sandler had just come off Saturday Night Live, and this was his first big shot at leading a movie. After Billy Madison, Adam Sandler became a 90s comedy juggernaut with hits like Happy Gilmore, and then he surprised critics with dramatic turns in films like Punch Drunk Love. He's built a career balancing goofy crowd pleasers with occasionally genuinely impressive acting chops. Bridget Wilson plays Veronica, the sharp... Whoops, that's not her. Let's try this again. Bridget Wilson plays Veronica, the sharp, no-nonsense teacher who somehow puts up with Billy. She was Miss Teen USA and had done a few smaller roles before this. Later, she popped up in Mortal Kombat and I Know What You Did Last Summer, before gradually stepping back from acting in the mid-2000s. Bradley Whitford plays Eric, the smug, scheming executive trying to steal the company. He was mostly doing TV back then and would later blow up on The West Wing and in Get Out. He played the villain so well that most of the kids avoided him between takes. Larry Hankin plays Carl, this totally spaced out hotel executive who's always just kind of there. You've seen Hankin in a million things, from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Friends, Seinfeld. Here he is with a celebrity shout out and something I've never heard about Adam Sandler.
Hey Steve, Larry Hankin here. Billy Madison, I just didn't get along with Adam Sandler. And that laugh, I didn't want to do that laugh. He pranked me into doing that laugh. That laugh when I'm meeting his girlfriend out in the back in that. It's a little scene. 2-minute scene, 1 minute scene. So that laugh, I didn't get along with him. He pranked me into doing that laugh. I won't do it for anybody ever again. So you have to watch the movie to see what I'm talking about.
What the hell?
What the hell is up with that giant penguin? I get that he's drunk, and I've tied some on in my lifetime. But I ain't never seen a giant penguin. Anyway, back to the review. Billy Madison is peak Adam Sandler chaos. Him at his most unfiltered. He's even said Billy was the closest character to himself. It's basically a live-action cartoon where a rich, clueless man-child has to redo every grade. And yeah, it's as stupid as it sounds, in the best way. You've got his SNL buddy, Chris Farley, screaming his lungs out as the world's angriest bus driver. Steve Buscemi in a hilariously random cameo, and Darren McGavin playing it totally straight as Billy's fed-up dad. Critics trashed it for being immature, and they're not wrong, but it still made a profit because it's just fun, dumb, quotable comedy. It even sneaks in a little lesson about not being a jerk in school, even as Sandler actually hit some of the kids while playing dodgeball, and a couple of them ended up crying. The whole thing is
Today, Junior!
The whole thing is a loud, silly, and very juvenile, but that's the charm. If you want to shut off your brain, laugh at ridiculous one-liners, and see Sandler in his pure chaos mode, this is the one. My enjoyment rating for this classic comedy is an A-.
You blew it!
Leave your guesses down in the comments. They've been pushed around their whole lives, but this time the losers are fighting back. Mitch and Sam are two lifelong best friends with nothing to lose and a long list of grudges.
Hey, look everybody! Crossing guard grabbing 8-year-old's ass over here! Look everybody!
I felt good about myself back then, you know? If somebody messed with me, no problem. I didn't take crap from anybody. Now I'm in my 30s, I can't hold a job, I go out with women I don't even like. And worst of all, I take crap from absolutely everybody.
When Mitch's best friend's dad needs surgery, they start a revenge for hire scheme to raise the cash. But the old man's hiding a secret that links Mitch's past to his future.
Look, you must be delirious or something because you're not my father. I don't know who my father is, but it's not you.
And time is running out to set things right. Now he's got even more reason to scrape together the $50,000 needed.
Did you say $50,000?
Armed with camcorders, weird costumes, and zero impulse control, they take on frat boys, crooked landlords, and one very shady real estate mogul.
Your life miserable? You want revenge? Call 555-0187 and let us do your dirty work.
From car lot commercials to skunk invasions, these two slackers are bringing chaos to anyone who deserves it, one ridiculous prank at a time. Revenge has never been this unprofessional. Bob Saget directed Dirty Work, which surprises a lot of people, since he was best known as the squeaky clean dad from Full House. But in real life, his humor was way darker and very dirty. This movie was way more his actual style. It was his first time directing a feature, and he fought to keep Norm's weird, edgy tone in there. Norm Macdonald plays Mitch, this dry, sarcastic loser who starts a revenge business. Norm had just been fired from Saturday Night Live, where he was one of my favorite Weekend Update anchors. He had got fired because his boss, who was one of O.J. Simpson's best friends, told him to quit telling so many O.J. jokes.
Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies.
He's now remembered for his stand-up and being a comedian's favorite comedian. Artie Lang plays Sam, Mitch's loyal but kind of clueless best friend. This was Artie's first big film. He had just come off Mad TV, and he later became known for The Howard Stern Show. The studio wanted somebody that was more marketable as Norm's sidekick, but Norm fought for Artie, who wasn't well known yet. Their natural chemistry makes the whole movie. Jack Warden plays Pops, the grumpy Thelma dad to Mitch's best friend. He was a well-known character actor from serious stuff like The Verdict, but here he's just letting loose. A lot of his lines were improvised, and somehow they let him get away with saying the most outrageous things. Don Rickles shows up as this mean, smug movie theater manager. He's a total legend. He's famous for his insult comedy and roles from Casino to Toy Story. Most of the insults he throws out were improvised, and Norm said it was almost impossible not to laugh during his scenes.
What the hell?
What the hell is going on with Gary Coleman and Adam Sandler as the devil. This seems like it'd be the most hilarious afterlife. Anyway, back to the review. Dirty Work is one of those late 90s comedies that feels like it was written as a dare and somehow made it to the big screen. It's co-written by Norm Macdonald and is basically a showcase for his dry, wrong place, wrong time humor. And honestly, nobody but Norm could have made such a selfish, sarcastic jerk so oddly lovable. As far as his acting chops, let's just say he's better off sticking to the jokes. But these jokes land. Originally, it was supposed to be an R rating, and you could kind of feel it with the rougher edges peeking through. Some other cast standouts. Chris Farley pops up in an uncredited role that turned out to be his last. He's looking super sweaty with a bit off nose.
You bastard!
Whoops. Sorry, Chris. Then you got Chevy Chase being his usual hilarious self, and Christopher McDonald, who nails yet another villain you love to hate. The whole thing has this unapologetically goofy, low-stakes vibe. It's crude without being mean. It's absurd without trying too hard. It's the kind of comedy where you could tell they weren't aiming for good. They were just aiming for funny. Despite bombing at the box office, Dirty Work found life on VHS and cable reruns, becoming a favorite amongst Norm fans who loved how weird and low effort it felt. If you're even a little bit into Norm's style of humor, Dirty Work is a must-watch. My enjoyment rating for this weird little film is a solid B.
You know what hurts the most is the lack of respect. You know? That's what hurts the most.
Juju beans taste so good. Oh yeah, I like those Whoppers. Anyways, we'll see you next time at the Silver Age Cinema.